going to show you guys how you can reuse plastic bags in honor of Earth Day. I did this last year with 3rd grade and they loved it. It was part of their exhibition project, was how can we clean up plastic in the ocean and just this ginormous plastic problem that we have here in America, just in the whole world actually. So I'm going to show you guys some fun ways how you can reuse your plastic bags instead of throwing them away or recycling them. I found some bags in my garage that actually had holes in them, and probably what I would have normally done is just throw them in the recycling and hope that it gets recycled, or you know, my husband would have thrown it away. So I'm going to show you what you can do with these bags instead of throwing them away. So I found a bunch of different colors in my garage where we keep our bags. You can use the really nice thick ones, you can reuse the really thin ones. It doesn't really matter as long as you have something plastic. So, and you need some tape. I have 3 different types of tape. The best tape for this is duct tape. I do not have duct tape, so I'm going to give all these different 3 types of tape a try. And then you need some scissors. That's really all you need for this. So I'm going to show you how to make plastic bag bracelets and keychains, because that's what we made last year. You can make whatever you want. Something useful, something to wear out of the plastic bag. First things first, you want to cut the bag. So what I always do is I lay it out flat and I want to cut off the handles. I don't need the handles at all. So the reason why we want to cut this bag up and cut the handles off is because we want to make it flat and we want to cut up strips. So I have my handles off. The next thing I want to do is I want to go to the bottom, and since I already have a hole, which actually is nice, I'm going to cut just the bottom, just straight across, like it's a bag that has a giant hole all the way through, okay? And you'll see when you cut the bottom that you're gonna come to the corners and it's very different, so just cut the corners. It doesn't really matter how you cut it. Once you cut it, you'll kind of figure it out how to open it up. So cut those corners, open them up however you can. Okay, so I opened it, it's even bigger now. So now all you want to do is cut one whole side. And you have a long plastic bag. So to make my life easier, I'm going to cut it in half. Now, if you're making a bracelet for someone who has a big arm, let's say a grandpa, or a dad, father, uncle, you want to make long strips. Okay, maybe even for your mom. If you are making a bracelet for yourself, you don't need them that long because your wrist isn't as big. If you're making a keychain, you don't need them as long either. But just take that in consideration. The longer the strip, the longer the bracelet it'll be, okay? If you want to make a necklace, remember that. So I'm going to cut my strips, and it doesn't matter how perfect they are. You're just cutting strips. So I'm going to get to cutting. My last one's really wonky, but that's okay. So I've got strips. I'm gonna keep cutting strips because I want to use different colors. So I'll be back in a minute. Back, guys, I've got my strips. So I'm gonna make a bracelet and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna braid one. I also put a video on the website of how to braid. I don't think I'm a good teacher on how to show you how to braid, but I found a video and the guy shows you how to braid and it's super easy. You can also twist. You can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna grab one strip of each color. So I have a gray and a white and a brown. And what I wanna do is I wanna take one end and hold it, but I wanna twist them. And the reason why we're twisting them is just to make them kind of thin, all right? And then whenever you're done twisting it, so it doesn't untwist, what I'm gonna do is just kind of like, I have a game here. I'm just gonna put it here so it can stay twisted. So I'm gonna twist the other one. Twist. I'm gonna take both ends, put underneath here so that way it doesn't untwist, and do the same thing with my third one. This gray piece has some green in it too, so I think it'll be really cool. So now that I've got all 3 pieces, I'm gonna take them and you just want one end of each, okay? And they're gonna untwist, and that's okay. So once you have all three, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie at the end. So take all three strips, and I'm gonna tie a knot at the end so they're all together. Start of the bracelet or the keychain. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this tape, I think it's the strongest, it down to my table so I can braid it without it messing up. Something else you can do is if you have something heavy enough, you can place it on top. Or like if I had this, I could place it on top and then braid. So that way it doesn't move away from you. You could also have somebody hold it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna braid my bracelet. Okay, if you have beads, you could add some beads to it. My beads are at school, or else I would add beads. You could do a lot of cool things with these bracelets. Like I said, you can make a keychain, so I'm just braiding. You could even make a hairbread. I mean, I don't know. So right now it's looking really cool. It's like gray, white, brown, and then right here it's turning into green because of the bag that had green on it. So I know if you have like a Vaughn shopping bag, there's red, Target has red, so you could really find some colorful plastic bags and make a colorful bracelet. So I'm gonna keep braiding it pretty long just so I know it fits me perfectly. So whenever you get towards the end, you're gonna do the same thing you did, but up top you're gonna tie a knot. Now I'm gonna take my tape off carefully. Okay, I would recommend not taping it to a wall. Okay, so now I've got my bracelet, and this is where you can make it a keychain, where you can make it like a loop or, you know, hairpiece, whatever. But I'm gonna make it a bracelet. So what you can do, there's two ways. You could just tie it and have little flaps, or you could take some tape. So this is where the duct tape comes in. You could take some tape. You may want scissors. I did not grab scissors, so you may want some scissors for this. But you're going to, make it fit, all right? So I'm gonna wrap it around till it fits, which this is kind of a big bracelet, but I think it would be really cute if I made it kind of a wrap bracelet, which it will fit like that. So once you have it to the size you need it, you're just going to duct tape it. So it sticks together. Now, this is painter's tape. Painter's tape is working. I'm sure any tape would work. I wanted to use this green tape because it was the most colorful tape I had in my house. So maybe you have some colorful duct tape at home. So see, now I'm gonna do this side, or you could just cut it off, really, and be done. But I'm gonna do this side because I don't have scissors with me right now. So just gonna all up, get all the fringe out of it. You have a bracelet. So I hope you guys have fun making plastic bag creations. Like I said, you can do anything with a plastic bag. Please just don't litter it. Try to recycle, try to keep plastic out of our oceans, try to help clean up our earth, okay? Bye guys, have fun. Can't wait to see your creations.